The hardest thing about a new season is not the beginning of the season, but it is the fact that we have to leave behind what was comfortable. Hey, I'm Mama Grace, and let's get into this. So, as I said, when we leave a old season and transit into a new season, the most difficult part is not the beginning of the new season, because in the new season everything is fun, or most things are fun. You have new people. If you're getting a new job, you have new opportunities or new tasks at the job. If you're entering marriage, whatever you're entering that is new, it's an exciting moment. But the hard part is leaving the things that we had conformed ourselves to. We are leaving behind the people that we had a great connection to. We leave behind places that we had emotional connection to, and that is one of the hardest things. So I want to talk to you about this transition and to help to prepare you for what is coming, which is greater. Anywhere God takes us, God never does lesser things. He always goes from glory to glory. So the fact that you are in transit, it is a joyous and a glorious experience. And I don't want you to miss what comes with a transition. Number one, first of all, you have to understand that transition is not just to pull you apart from the things that you have, that you love and have created a connection to. A transition is for your promotion. A transition is for your promotion. And as I said, God doesn't do lesser. Every time He takes you from one place to another, there is a promotion. Remember the people of Israel. They were in the wilderness, but they had to move from where they were to enter into the promised land. They wanted to dwell in the old place, to dwell where they had, maybe began harvest. They had created opportunities. They had made connections, but they had to make the move into their promised land. And if you remember the scripture, a lot of them were murmuring. They were why do we have to move? How long do we have to keep moving? Why is God taking it? We don't even know which land, blah, 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 blah. But this is not your portion. You will not murmur in your transition, because you will understand that your transition is a promotion, that God is setting you up. God is setting you up for a promotion spiritually, physically, emotionally, every single place of your life. But you have to know that your transition, or if you personalize it, my transition is with a promotion. It is for a promotion, and it's coming with a promotion. Okay, I want you to remember that. And a sideline, if you stay where you have been, you will miss who you have to become. So if you miss your transition, you will stay the same OG, the same old young lady. You will stay the same old person that you have been. You will stay in that place, because an old place will never motivate you. You have to really push. You have to have really set your mind. The old place will never motivate you to go higher, because everything you see around you is old. Every single thing that breathes around you is old mindset. Until somebody comes from your future and then pulls you out from your past, now you can begin to have those fresh ideas. Now you can begin to see clearer. Now you can begin to dream bigger, because a part of your future came into your present and pulled you out. Okay, so, and this is one of the things that I want to discuss with you, is that a lot of times, I think most people, when they make a transit, they forget that they have to make a transit also in their minds. One of the things, we make transits all the time. If it's a new job, if it's a new house, if it's a baby, get a new baby, that's a transit. Yeah, everything changes. Everything around you changes. if it's a new baby, if it's marriage, you get a husband, or if you're watching me, you're the husband, you get a wife. Everything changes. You're not the same person. So how can life have taken you into the next level, but you decide to stay with the old level mentality? I need you to be delivered from that. You have to be delivered from that. When God transits you from a season into your promotion place, your promotion land, your greener place, when God does that, you have to transform your mindset from the old to the new. If not, you will miss the promotion. You will bring an old mindset to a promotion, a place of promotion. And because the new place or your new level is not meant for your old self, it's meant for a new version of yourself. So if you neglect transformation of your mindset, your habits have to change. You have to change how you see things. You have to change how you talk about things. You have to change a lot of things, because it may be a small move, as maybe you moved in the same county, but you moved to another house. It's still a transition. You still have to work on your mind. And if you're smart, you will begin transformation before you are transited into that next season. Of course, sometimes God doesn't say, well, in 2 months, I'm going to move you from where you are into a new place. Sometimes it just happens like that. But if you're even wiser, you will be in transition mentally, mindfully. You'll be in a place of transition every single day. The Bible says, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. You will be in the habit of renewing your mindset. You'll be in the habit of creating new neural connections in your mind every single day. You'll be reading new things. You'll be wanting to learn new things. It doesn't matter if you're going to use it or not. The fact that you're learning, your mind is expanding to new information, to new things, new people, new habits, characters. Your mind is expanding. So if you're wise, before the transition comes, you're already in transition, waiting for an opportunity, a physical opportunity to jump into it. So you'll be transforming your mind. You actually have made a transition, but you're just waiting on God to move you physically to your promised place. Because if you are transforming your mind to have a mindset of wealth, to have a mindset of the healed mindset, to have a joyful atmosphere, it is just a matter of time until that atmosphere comes and meets you and become one with you. Okay? But if the moment come, the season come, and now you're starting to prepare, you're already too late. Okay? So number one, transition is for your promotion. Get it, breathe it, understand it, smile about it, be joyous about it, wait on it. Okay? Number two, which we spoke a little bit about, is you have to make up your mind. Your mindset has to match your transitions. Your mindset has to match your transition. If you put a billionaire, okay, let's say a billionaire in America. If we take his business that has made him millions or billions, if we take away that business from him and put him in another place, in, let's say, UK, we put him in UK, it's just a couple of months until he becomes the newest billionaire in UK. What is going to limit him, or not limit him, but what might take him longer is because he's in a new country, so he has to learn about taxes, about payments, about how everything works financially. He would have to learn all of those things. But because he has a mindset of wealth, because he is a wealthy place, it's just a matter of time until he becomes a billionaire and gets maybe what he used to make, and even more. Probably he'll have even more, achieve even more prosperity than what he had in the first place. So thus again comes back to our mindsets. You have to make sure that you are steady creating a mindset where when promotion meets you, you will not miss it because of your mindset. A lot of things have been robbed from you because of your mindset. Your prosperity has been robbed from you because of your mindset. Your happiness, your joy, your seasons, you have missed seasons because of your mindset. You have missed your prophecy because of your mindset. Okay, but after today, I know that you are steady going to keep preparing your mindset. You are going to continuously transform yourself by the renewing of your mind after this video. Okay, so that's number 2. Prosperity is a mindset. Everything you need for life and godliness is going to come out from you. It's going to come out from the wells that you have poured into, right? You cannot pour out what you have not poured in, okay? So make sure that you're working on your mindset to bring it to a place of prosperity, or to bring it to a place of wealth, or to bring it to a place of healing, to bring it to a place of joyfulness, to bring it to a place of power. Whatever you need, make sure that you are preparing your mind. You are transforming your mind to get whatever it is that you want to get. Number 3, and it's our last one. Number 3, protect your peace in transition. I wish somebody told me this when I was making my my transitions. I remember when we moved to Holland. I live in Holland now. I used to live in Norway. I lived in Norway for more than 20 years. I remember when we made our transition from Norway to Holland. I wish somebody would have told me, protect your peace. Protect your peace. Don't go into unnecessary battles because you have an understanding that I am going to my promised land. I'm going into my place of promotion. And whatever it is that is coming against me, it is for a distraction so that I cannot take the blessing or the promotion that is waiting for me in my promised place. So now, because you missed that and you react to everything, oh, don't you know that I'm in a transition where maybe you don't say it like that, but your reaction says that. Don't you see I'm in a transition? Like, just leave me alone, or just give me peace, or why can't you be more considerate if you're married? Why can't you this? Or, you just have an attitude of being displeased. I wish somebody told me that I have to protect my peace because of what is coming, what is ahead of me. Because you have to understand that the enemy is in the business of distraction. He wants to distract you from seeing. If you can see something, if you can see your future and you can feel it in the now. It doesn't matter if you're not in it now. If you can see your future, feel it now, when you get there, it is going to be prosperous. It is going to be a beautiful setup. But if you cannot see, because you have allowed the enemy to distract you from your promise, from your promotion, you are going to come into your promotion, your place of promotion, angry, bitter, feeling like life is unfair, feeling like somebody robbed you or somebody took something from you. You're not going to enjoy and get the best out of the place where God has put you to prosper. So number 3, protect your peace in transition. Do not engage in unnecessary battles. Choose your battles. Choose what to put your energy into. Again, if you're busy with your mindset, if you're busy renewing your mindset, preparing yourself for the new place, because God cannot do lesser than He has been doing. He has to do greater because that's just who He is. That's the kind of king that He is. You are going to protect your peace. You're going to transform your mindset now, not when you get there, now, before you get to your place of promotion. And you're going to understand that this transition transition is for my promotion. I need you to click on the subscribe button, put on your notification. I'll see you on the other side of the table. It's time to win.